Yo, what's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys clocking in for another video. This is not going to be too long of a video, but this is something that just needs to be said. And before we get started, please drop a like on this video, please. We are getting close to 700 subscribers. If you are enjoying this content, I ask you to take the time, stop what you're doing, and hit that subscribe button. Okay, appreciate you, and let's continue. So, basically with this video, I love My Hero Ultra Rumble. I've been making videos on it. I've been playing it nonstop on stream. This is a fun game. It's a great game in my opinion. It has the potential to be even better. They got a lot of new content that they're going to be dropping for this game. So it's really good. I really enjoy it. But I am concerned. And when you're concerned, you should voice those concerns because that's an opportunity for things to get better. So let's talk about some of these concerns where I feel like it's causing the player base to maybe dwindle a little bit. I will say last Friday, well, not this Friday that just passed, but the Friday before, no, Wednesday, I was playing on PC, and in ranked lobbies, we were not getting filled, and we were playing a lot of bots. They were like, I don't know, I was playing maybe an hour and a half straight, where we were getting a bunch of bots because we couldn't fill the lobbies with players. There might be a couple of reasons for that, but we're going to talk about the PC issues a little bit later. But let's start with the bugs in this game. Now, there are some really big bugs that they need to take care of that are super blaring in your face. And there's some other small ones that are annoying, but you kind of try to deal with them. Now, the ochaco bug, which they addressed, they said they addressed that bug in a patch. And now on Nintendo Switch, I had a gameplay that I uploaded where it seemed like it was working fine. Now I've since played on PC and on PlayStation with ochaco, and I'm actually still finding that it still happens. I had someone else tell me also that it still happens to them a lot too. So I don't think the ochaco bug is fixed. That's one thing that they have to fix because it's just such a big part of her kit to where when you don't have that movement, it doesn't feel right playing the character. They said they also addressed the gas, the storm, where you can't see yourself down or taking damage from the storm. They said they addressed that in that same patch. That is still happening. You'll still be in the storm and you don't even know it. You'll be taking the damage unless you're paying attention to your health or looking at the minimap, which don't get me wrong, you should be. But in the heat of some battles or after you just got out of a battle, sometimes you're not looking at those things. It just happens. But that's why the storm indicator is there. When you're in purple gas, when your screen has the haze, you're supposed to know, all right, I need to get out of this situation. It doesn't tell you that, and if you look up too late, you're already down because of the gas that you didn't know that you were in. We gotta fix that. That's a simple game mechanic where if you're in the storm, you're taking damage, and you have an indication that's a non-negotiable. That's a non-negotiable. That needs to be fixed. Let's move on to the player revive down tokens, whatever they're called. Basically, when your teammate dies, you drop a little token that your teammates can pick up, and if they get 3 revive cards, they can bring you back to the game. That is also was supposed to be addressed in the same patch, and it is not fixed. You still will have the glitch where the down player tokens goes to the central area and it's underground. You cannot retrieve them. You cannot revive your teammates. This is another non-negotiable because ranked, you don't want to die and have the chance to be brought back to still get points, and you can't because your teammates can't bring you back. This is one of the most frustrating things in this game because it's very hard to 1v3. So it's like once your teammates die and you still want to just try to play and get some points, it's very hard to go into any of these fights with this is a small map with a lot of action. So as you go approach any fight, you're going to be getting third-partied, fourth-partied, and if it's just you, those are almost impossible odds to come out of consistently with good results. So non-negotiable. When teammates die, the token should drop where they die. I should be able to pick it up, and I should be able to revive them if I get the revive cards. Has to be fixed. Has to be fixed. Let's move on. If I miss some bugs, you guys can put it in the comments too. Let's move on to the crashes that happen in this game. So I had an instance the other day where I was in a fight in a game on PlayStation. In the middle of a fight, towards the end of the game, I think it was 4 teams or 3 teams left. I had 7 kills at this point. Just did a ice slide with Todoroki. You should be seeing it on screen, or you just seen it on screen. I slide with Todoroki. I broke 2. I'm about to get more kills. Game crashes and throws me out the game. This is just mid-game when I'm having a great game. Crashes, throws me out of the game. You also get crashes when on the PlayStation. I've seen you get crashes where you're going to do the rolls and you'll just get the little thing where it's just circling, crash. There's also a screen at the end of the game when it's calculating your rank points. Circle, crash. There's instances where you go to invite, we all know about the one where the game, you load into a pre-game lobby and right before the game starts, crash. That happens on Nintendo Switch a lot. Software close. Nintendo Switch is notorious for the software close right when you're about to get into a game. It's happened on PlayStation and it's happened on PC also though. So it's not just a Switch thing. But there's so many crashes in this game in different instances. Non-negotiable. I should be able to enjoy the game without the game just randomly crashing on me. And I know we're a little over a month in, but these things are things that if you don't love the game like I do, then a player who picks up the game is just having a little fun with it, they might just leave. You know, and your player base is dwindling because who wants to deal with that when you could go play another game that works? If your game doesn't work, people won't want to play it. So you have to fix the crashes. Let's move over to another huge issue. Now, this issue is mostly just PC, but I think it might happen on PlayStation also. We're talking about hacks. So I've not seen a lot of hacks. I've only played on PC for about, I don't know, maybe a week. But the PC hack experience that I've come across is an All Might hack where he was hitting people across the map with infinite A quirk. He was infinite A quirk ammo and he was just hitting people across the map. It looked almost like Bakugo beams, because the beams were so consistent. He was just shooting them so consistently fast that it looks like it's a straight beam instead of his punches with the shockwaves. So I've come across that. I've also come across a dabi hack where it wasn't just dabi, but it could be other characters. But dabi was flying in the air. We all know dabi doesn't fly. Dabi's flying in the air, and he just kept plus ultraing. The plus ultra hack is so annoying because as soon as you get them low, they're just going to plus ultra again, and then plus ultra again, and plus ultra again. We need to get that fixed. And everyone's talking about crossplay, but no one on console wants to deal with that on a consistent basis. So if you don't do anything about anti-cheats, don't bring crossplay, because you'll get a bigger portion of your player base who doesn't want to deal with that and who will probably stop playing the game. So we have to fix the hacks. We don't want the plus ultra hacks. We don't want flying hacks. It's not fun to play against. It's not a fun experience. It's not a fun experience. And then I'm not going to get completely into the rank system. That's a whole nother video. But we're going to talk about at least the kill system is another thing that makes the game a little less enjoyable. When you're playing ranked and you down someone, you don't automatically get that KO when that down player dies. Now, I understand that there's some reasons as far as that player could still get up. But if the player does stay down and does get KO'd, I don't see an issue with the person that downed him to get the KO. the Storm takes KO, that's ridiculous. If we're just gonna call it what it is, Storm taking a KO from a player and a player downed said player, that is ridiculous. Needs to be fixed. People just thirsting over your KOs, ridiculous, ridiculous. And then players leaving after you down them so you don't get a KO has to be one of the most frustrating things in this game. So if you don't address these things, I can see the player base not wanting to be a part of this game and this community, which again, all these things I'm saying is an opportunity for things to be fixed and for us to continue playing this game that we do love, that we do enjoy. And sometimes you just got to be real. And just being real, this game has a lot of opportunity, but it has a lot of issues that are glaring that I'm not saying they won't fix. I'm not saying everything needs to be fixed right now. I'm saying if these issues are not constantly being worked on and we constantly don't get feedback and we constantly just have to keep dealing with them, or you say you're going to fix them and you don't, then things are not going to turn out good. And that's just obviously just the writings on the wall. If you could just read the writings on the wall, you can see people are not going to be happy with that. So I really hope that this video or other videos that people make may be similar to this, or the voices of all the people that are saying things like this. First, put them in the comments. Follow me on Twitter because I voice my opinions on there too. But we need to keep voicing opinions so these things can be fixed, so this game can thrive like we think that it should and it will. So thank you guys for watching. Again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more My Hero Ultra Rumble content. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
We're on completely different levels. This is how I'll become a real hero. That looks useful. CEO, a busted new. Yeah, CEO, it's nothing new. Come on, come on.